Welcome back to the channel. This is the first video of 2022. How are we liking this new background, guys? January 2nd, I woke up and I decided I was tired of the yellow dining room that I've had for 7 years. Although it was bright, it was fun, it was a lot on the eyes. So this is much more muted. I got rid of the mirror, so there's not really reflection back here. I love how this looks. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the new background. I'm very happy with it. Anyways, let's go straight into the unboxing of the iPhone 13. The iPhone 13 mini was released in September of 2021. It is crazy to me that it is 2022 already. I feel like I say that every single year, but the time just passes by so quickly, but so slow at the same time. Anyway, so here we are. So this phone comes in 5 colors. We have pink, we have blue, we have the traditional product red, we have midnight, which is black. Does this not look like it's like navy bluish to anybody? When I took it out of the box, out of the packaging box that it came in, I picked this up and I was like, did I get a blue phone? But I didn't. The blue of the iPhone 13 looks like this. It's much lighter and brighter. Finally, the last color is Starlight, which is kind of, to me, looks like a whitish gold, like white with a little gold undertone to it. There are 3 storage options. That is 128 gigabytes, which should be standard, honestly, at this point with every phone going forward. You can jump all the way up to half a terabyte, and then there's one in the middle at 256 gigabytes. If we're maxing out at the half a terabyte iPhone mini, that'll run you $1,350, if I'm not mistaken, $1,359 Canadian. Crazy. You're also going to need that larger storage option just with how big the files are of your photos and videos that we take today. The camera does shoot in 4K up to 30 frames per second if you're shooting in video, so you're gonna need the extra storage on your phone to be able to support that. There are 3 cameras that come with this phone. We have the front-facing camera, the back main camera on the back of the phone as well. There is the wide angle. All of them are 12 megapixels. 13 mini supports a new cinematic mode for your camera, and what that basically means is that portrait mode that we all have known for quite a few years on your older iPhone models where the background is kind of blurred out, you're gonna get that with the 13 mini when you're shooting video now. You can do cinematic in like the front-facing camera as well. So it'll blur out everything in the background here, kind of like the ZV-1 does, like that bokeh effect in the back. If I'm being honest, I'm not really sure how cinematic we're gonna get here with the 13 mini. I know they always show like, this is what the pros use. You can use this to film a video. I mean, I'm not sure how many people are actually gonna be doing that with these phones, making full blown out movies with it. I feel like this is very much geared towards content creation, making your TikToks better, making your Instagram reels better, making your YouTube videos better if that's what you're using as an iPhone to shoot on. So that's not a terrible thing. I feel like in the last couple of years, Apple and a lot of actually other tech companies in general have really geared towards that kind of content creation advertising. This does have the A15 Bionic chip in it and also ships with iOS 15 pre-downloaded onto the phone, which is the latest operating system that Apple currently has out. I'm sure many of you have been using it by this point. It is a 5.4-inch screen with Retina XDR display and a refresh rate of 60 Hz. Let's just go ahead and unbox this. I've been talking forever. You hear little jingling in the background. That is the cats. Ooh, I like that. Ooh. We do have a glass display through and through on the front and back. This is very reminiscent of the iPhone 4 when it first came out, when that was all the rage. I'm gonna go grab the iPhone 4. I have it. Way back to the 30-pin charger. Okay, so this is the iPhone 4. When this was released, this had an all glass back. This phone itself was so popular back then, but holding this phone now feels so tiny. It feels like a toy to me. The iPhone 13 mini is just so reminiscent of this phone. It's so wild to me. Wow, I love that. And then we jumped over to the iPhone 7 where we got those rounded edges. And then now with the iPhone 13 mini, we are back to those straight edges there, and I love that so much. These squared off edges are my favorite. I have never been a fan of the rounded edges. Ever. I don't think anyone would have an iPhone 4 at this point, but size comparison there, that is the 2 of them. Crazy. So there are the 2 cameras there in the back. And the difference here is that we move the cameras from a vertical layout to a diagonal layout. And you have your main camera and your ultra wide camera. If you are liking this video so far, by the way, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. Give it a thumbs up. I do videos on tech, lifestyle, and nursing because that is my career. So if you'd like to support that, go ahead. If not, thanks for watching the video anyways. I am noticing already, just before I start playing with the phone, fingerprints on this it's gonna be a lot. The side, the antenna basically, of the phone is aluminum. It is gonna pick up on fingerprints. I don't know if that's gonna pick up on camera, but I've had this in my hand, you guys can see, for a total of, I don't know, 2 minutes, and it's already picking up on fingerprints there. Not that I know many people anyways who don't have their phones in cases all the time, but that is just something to know. Your antennas are gonna be these small little lines here that you'll see around the aluminum case down the middle of the phone. There's 6 altogether, and really I'm only covering about 2 of them at a time if I was to be holding this to my ear. That was an issue with the iPhone 12 minis, is that there was a lot of issues with drop calls and connectivity issues, especially with 5G. That has, for the most part, been pretty much fixed with the iPhone 13 mini, so that's really great as well. Right off the bat, typing with this already, it's obviously going to be a smaller keyboard. The screen is smaller, so you're losing a little bit of that screen real estate. If you have larger thumbs, I feel like that could be an inhibitor to why you would use this as your phone. Welcome to iPhone. That screen is so clear. I love this. So smooth. So 60 hertz refresh rate for your phone. Let's just see quickly what else is inside of the box. We have our typical Apple paper stuff, like I call it. It does come with your little pin here to pop out the SIM card, and then we get 1 Apple sticker. Do you guys remember way back when your iPhone unboxings? I think you get 1 or 2 stickers, the charger, the adapter, a little booklet of information, and like a quick setup guide. Oh my gosh, you had headphones sent in the box with you. I don't know which phone that this was shipped out with, but I still have headphones with a regular headphone jack. And now the packaging is just so minimal. There's next to nothing inside of it. We are still working with a lightning charger, but it does have a USB-C on the other side, which means you can use USB-C charging just with a like lightning port still to the actual phone. Like I said, there is no charging adapter actually in the box. That's part of Apple's mission to be carbon neutral by 2030. I don't have the iPhone 12 mini personally. I do know that these speakers with it were not the greatest. They function like any other phone speaker. I don't think phone speakers honestly are ever truly that amazing, but the 13 mini speakers will be slightly better. It does have stereo sounding through the system. We have 2 speakers on the bottom of the phone here, and then our earpiece up here that we use for talking on the phone also functions as a speaker as well. If you look at the iPhone XR, that is such a dirty phone. You'll notice that the camera and the speaker are at the same level and they're directly in the middle of the notch. That's not the case with the iPhone 13. The camera, like I mentioned, is off to the left side, and the notch is slightly smaller with the speaker just directly at the top. The one-handed use, I think, is one of the greatest features with any of the mini products, the 12 and the 13. There's not many to choose from here, but just going back to that one-handed feature, I can remember using an iPhone 4 when it came out. You could just do everything on the screen with your thumb. It's all within a reasonable distance to reach. And then with the iPhone 6 and 7 and any phone that came after that, Apple basically had to introduce this feature where you would have to pull the screen down so you can access things at the top of your screen instead of moving your hand up. Minor inconvenience, first world problem kind of situation. Nonetheless, still kind of like a minor annoyance that you have in your day-to-day use of a phone that you're not gonna have with the iPhone 13. So I think that's pretty cool. One of the other great features about this phone is that it is dust and water resistant for 30 minutes up to 60 meters. I could completely submerge this phone into water right now and would have no issues, and I think that's wonderful. Not waterproof, water resistant. Since we were talking charging, let's talk about MagSafe. MagSafe is completely compatible with the iPhone 13 mini. The one thing about MagSafe though is that it is a little bit slower to charge than it would be if you were to just use your regular cable and plug it into the wall that way. Nonetheless, it's still a feature that's there, still a feature to use, still a very great feature. I'm so glad that they have finally brought MagSafe to iOS devices and not just on the Macs. I can't speak for any of the Macs that were from 2016 to 2020, so it's great to see that the whole Apple family has got MagSafe playing in there. If you do have any of the MagSafe accessories, this will fit directly onto the phone perfectly. So we've talked chargers, we've talked MagSafe, let's talk about the battery. So in comparison to the iPhone 12 mini, we're gonna compare mini to mini here. We're gonna get about an hour and a half more of battery life out of the mini 13 than you would have on the 12 mini. Apple says 17 hours of video playback Video playback that is streamed, you'll get 13 hours, and then just straight audio playback is 55 hours. So what that means is that you can go to youtube.com and subscribe to my channel. One of the other cool things that I have seen is that I've always had a larger iPhone. Like whatever iPhone that comes out, it typically will get the bigger of the screen. Not in the case with the iPhone XR, but here we are. So iPhone XR, if you put it into your back pocket, this is pretty much how it looks for most people. It's gonna fill up the pocket space for your phone, and that's including with a case with this phone. With the iPhone 13 mini, I always leave mine in my back pocket, so that's what that looks like there. And for us females out there, because for some reason clothing brands don't make pockets that fit anything, the iPhone 13, these are really shallow pockets, but it fits. It actually fits in my pocket. A phone that fits in my front pocket. Imagine that. I couldn't do that with this phone if I wanted, because it stick out, it's much more bulky, it's not comfortable. Whereas with this phone, it's kind of just cute sitting in there, and yeah. I like that actually. I like that it's just so tiny. Like I already mentioned at the beginning of the video, the fingerprints on this, you can see building up like crazy. I mean, all phones are gonna pick up on fingerprints. That's pretty much a given with any piece of tech at this point. One of the cool features that has been added in with this phone is that it does have a ceramic shield front on it. So it's supposed to be more durable and less likely to break, less likely to shatter like these phones. I remember that was a huge issue way back in the day with the iPhone 4s when these came out. I swear Apple was making money just on back replacements alone, just replacing the glass on the back. So we'll see how this actually holds up. I know my boyfriend's gonna have a case on this regardless. There is my unboxing and kind of quick little take on the iPhone 13 going forward into 2022 should you actually get it. I don't see a problem with this phone whatsoever. From like a more feminine perspective, the fact that it fits into your front jeans pocket, the fact that it could fit into purses like a lot easier, especially little side bags that you have. Oh my gosh, I'm just thinking of the possibilities for going out right now. That's amazing. Forget the phone and all the specs itself, just all the places that you could fit your phone now. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to say about the iPhone 13. It's definitely a cute phone. It looks like it's gonna be durable. We'll see how it holds up over the next little while. It is my partner's phone, like I've said. He plans to keep it for quite a good amount of time, so I mean, time will tell, right? But yeah, go ahead and hit the thumbs up on this video, subscribe if you would like to. If you don't, just thank you so much for watching this video and stopping by. I will see you guys in the next one. Welcome to 2022. Welcome to the beginning of a new year. I hope we have a good year ahead of us. I mean, we're still in a pandemic, but we'll make the best of it. More videos to come. I'm officially done school. I've done a whole bunch of vlogs about my last 30 days of my RN program. Those have been going up, so go ahead and check those videos out if you're interested in seeing like a vlogging lifestyle or nursing student day in the life type of thing. Those are all there. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.